for their whole lives and the context that they live in.
GW is known for great teachers, great education, and really good experience. So I knew that by coming here, it would allow me to be set up to be the best PA that I could possibly become.
Research is at the core of what we do in the School of Medicine and Health Sciences. It affects the discoveries we make, increases our patient care. It includes the communities we serve.
We're able to interact with the clinicians where they can help us drive our research focus to make sure we're asking important questions that hit on the main problems they're seeing in the clinic.
We have a burgeoning group of cancer researchers and clinical researchers involved in a wide range of things. With our new healthcare partners,
I get to see researchers come in, junior researchers, and then seeing them make new discoveries. They're learning things for the very first time that no one else in the world knows.
We want to fully realize what it means to make discoveries that impact patient care, to make discoveries about people who live in our DC metro area and really have an impact on their health and well-being.
So population health is really how we pay attention to improving the health of a defined group of people. So I like to think of it as improving the world's health one community at a time.
We have great inequity and a great need to remedy the disparities in health that are right here in our capital city.
GW is part of a partnership to bring for the first time a full service hospital and build an integrated health system to a part of our community in here in DC, in Southeast DC, the Cedar Hill Regional Medical Center, GW Health.
We'll do this not only in a clinical care and healthcare delivery system way, but also in a way that really is embedded with scientific research, with epidemiologic data, with all of the metrics to let us understand how do we remedy these disparities at a system level.
And so being able to be part of building this new community hospital, expanding our integrated health system, is, we like to say, a once in a generation opportunity. And we're very excited to serve the community in new ways.
I think one of the things that GW has inspired me to do is to leave places better than I found them.
Everyone here really cares about their patients. They really care about teaching us and giving us the best education we can have. And they care that we are going to move on into the future and be the best clinicians possible.
I aspire to have GW become really one of those nations, destination-worthy healthcare enterprises, one for which we know we have made a real impact on the healthcare of America.
200 years of established leadership in the community allows us to forge a future that's full of innovation, that allows us to be excellent in all of our future endeavors.
That notion of discovery, discovery, translation of discovery into clinical practice onto application and implementation throughout society and throughout the healthcare community to really better the health and wellness of our communities and the people we serve.
Yeah. Thank you for all of you that put that together and those that participated in it. And there are a lot of people that I hope would have said similar things, and I know there are. And over the course of the year, we'll be having those opportunities to engage in this exciting year for us. So let's move on to the awards, and we're going to start with our staff awards. And Dean Lorenzo Norris is going to join me up here on the stage, and in this set of awards, we're going to recognize 10 of our School of Medicine and Health Sciences and MFA staff who really have exemplified the mission and vision of our academic medical enterprise with just simply outstanding performance. And as I said earlier, all of our award winners were nominated by their peers, and there was a subcommittee a committee of the award groups that recognized the staff recognition committee that did the hard work of picking those that come to the stage tonight. So we'll go on with it, and I'm going to say that as each of you, your names are called, please come up to the podium. We'll get you your certificate, and then stay up here on the stage, and then we're going to take a picture at the end. We got the picture thing to do too, okay? So here we go. Ms. Taylor Beckles, who's the Program Associate in the Center for Faculty Excellence. All right, Ms. Kiara Caldwell, Assistant Director of Admissions in the Department of Health, Human Function, and Rehabilitation Sciences. Okay, Ms. Allison Cannon, the Laboratory Manager for the Biomedical Lab Science Post-Baccalaureate Pre-Medicine Program. Ms. Michelle Angela Dorsey, the Lead Medical Assistant in the Department of Medicine. All right, Ms. Jessie Guillaume, Registration Associate and in the Office of Student Affairs in the MD programs. Miss Carrie Lashley, the Gross Anatomy Laboratory Manager and Adjunct Anatomy Instructor, one of our faculties, Department of Anatomy and Cell Biology. Okay, Miss Denise Lewis, the Pulmonary Vascular Disease Nurse Coordinator in the Pulmonary Hypertension Program. Okay, Ms. Rachel Moyes, Data Analyst in the Office of Evaluation, there she is, in the MD program. Okay, Ms. Catherine Spalding, the Cedar Program Manager in the Physician Assistant Program. And last but not least, Ms. Sharita Taylor, the Research Program Associate in the Department of Pharm Phys. Pod 3. She also oversees Pod 3. And we know how challenging those pods have been to finally get working. There we go. So thank you for that. All right, is that everyone? Picture time? Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And we're so grateful for the work you do to keep us going on all those many, many fronts every day. So congratulations again, and thank you especially. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over to Dean Yolanda Haywood, who is our Senior Associate Dean for Diversity and Faculty Affairs. I think she's here somewhere. There she is. Okay. And I'm also going to have, and I guess after Dr. Haywood, we'll have Dr. Allison Hall, who's our Interim Dean for Research, come up as well. You know, one of the things, I mean, we know it's been a challenging time in many ways for some faculty. And I think one of the things that we haven't had a great chance to do along the way is to offer some opportunities for our faculty to use all of their talents as much as they would like. You know, we have our, and that means basically some opportunity to do some research using many years of training that they've had. I know we have a lot of faculty who would like to do some sort of research project in partnership with others or perhaps on their own as well. But we are, thankfully, this year going to be able to have funding to launch a cohort of pilot projects. We have a few little pieces here and there, but we're putting it all together, and we're going to come up with a comprehensive set of pilot awards that we'll make available to our junior faculty in the coming month. You'll hear about the details of that. It'll be a competitive process because we don't have enough for everybody to do everything they want, but it will be a meaningful amount of investment that I hope will let some of you get back into that flavor of doing that special additional piece of our academic mission besides education and clinical care to start learning things or advancing things or doing all those others. So stay tuned. We'll have that those announcements coming out very shortly. And Dr. Hall and we have them across all of our areas of interest, from education, clinical science, other forms of research within all of our domains of expertise, of mission rather. Okay, so stay tuned for that. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to turn this over to Dean Haywood.
Thank you. Thank you, Dean Bass. I am really excited to be announcing the faculty award winners. And I just have to say, you guys look really good out there. We really haven't seen an audience like this in a long time. So thank you for coming. I'm going to be announcing the winners of the Distinguished Teacher Award, the Distinguished Service Award, the W. Scott Schroth Mentor Award, and the Diversity and Inclusion Award. Award winners, please come to the podium when I call your name to accept your certificate, and stay standing on the stage until all names are read, and then we'll take a group photo. Our first faculty award is the Distinguished Teacher Award. This goes to faculty members who in their teaching activities demonstrate exceptional ability in all of the following 5 areas: communicating information to advance learning, inspiring, motivating, and stimulating learners, being innovative in their teaching, demonstrating a sustained commitment as an educator, and establishing and maintaining a positive learning environment. This evening, we are honored to have 3 members of our faculty receive the Distinguished Teacher Award. The first awardee is Dr. Amir Afkhami, Professor of Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences and of Global Health. Our second awardee is Dr. Susan Layla Shore, Professor of Physician Assistant Studies. And finally, Dr. Adia Pajahesh Ganji, Associate Professor of Anatomy and Cell Biology. Is it all of the faculty awards before the picture or this group? Each group, okay. Here we go. Thank you. Congratulations. The Distinguished Service Award goes to a faculty member who's demonstrated exceptional service and citizenship to the GW School of Medicine and Health Sciences community and/or the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. This year, the award goes to Dr. Alberto Basque Pardos. Associate Professor of Microbiology, Immunology, and Tropical Medicine. The next award is the W. Scott Schroth Mentor Award. This award recognizes GW faculty members for excellence in mentorship of GW SMHS scholarly concentration students. Award winners who are nominated by graduating MD students have demonstrated significant contributions to the professional development of one or more scholarly concentrations. This year's winner is Dr. Kofi Essel, Clinical Associate Professor of Pediatrics. The final award is the Diversity and Inclusion Award. This award recognizes an individual or group that has demonstrated sustained support for advancing diversity and inclusion in the workplace, raised awareness of workplace diversity and inclusion issues, and has been a catalyst for change regarding workplace diversity and inclusion, or has impacted change within an industry, organization, or local community. This year, we are recognizing an entire department for this award. And the award winners are the Department of Microbiology, Immunology, and Tropical Medicine. The department chair, Dr. Sanjay Magawar, will accept the award. And after he accepts the award, his entire department will join us on the podium for a photo.
Now I'm going to ask Senior Associate Dean Allison Hall to come up for our research awards.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Our next set of category of awards are focused on recognizing faculty who are excelling in research and discovery. The award winners, like our previous routine, please come to the podium when I call your name to accept your certificate. Please stay standing on the stage until all the names are read, and then we'll take a group photograph. Our first faculty research award is the Elaine H. Snyder Cancer Research Award. This award is given annually to the GW SMHS researcher or researchers who have made the most outstanding contribution to cancer research during the past 12 months. This year's award goes to Kate Chapinelli for her research in cancer immunology. Thank you. She's an assistant professor in the microbiology, immunology, and tropical medicine department. As you've seen, she'll be wearing a dent in the carpet. So fantastic. The next two research awards recognize investigators who are making significant contributions while still in the early stages of their careers. The first of these is the Early Career Clinical Scientist Research Achievement Award that recognizes a clinical investigator in the early stages of their career who's made important contributions to the biomedical sciences through their research. This year's award winner is Nathan Cohen for his research on drug-resistant epilepsy. He's an assistant professor of neurology and rehabilitation medicine and pediatrics. The Early Career Basic Scientist Research Achievement Award similarly recognizes an investigator in the basic sciences in the early stages of their career who's made important contributions in the biomedical sciences through their research. This year's award winner is Wei Liu for her research on brain circuits and behavior. Unfortunately, she has a long walk, so I can tell you that she's the Associate Professor of Pharmacology and Physiology. Congratulations. And our final Faculty Research Award tonight is the Distinguished Researcher Award. This award recognizes a member of the faculty for outstanding research achievements as demonstrated by the quality and significance of their biomedical and health sciences research. Award winners have made an important contribution to biomedical research at GW and have contributed to the GW community through mentoring and teaching. This year's award goes to Brandon Court for his work in global psychiatry. Dr. Court is the Charles and Sonia Ackman Professor of Global Psychiatry, the Director of the Center for Global Mental Health Equity, and a Professor of Psychiatry. Congratulations. Okay. All right, congratulations.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, we're going to move on. I'd like Chris Medley to come forward. Some of you may not have met Mr. Chris Medley yet. He's our Chief Clinical Affairs and Strategy Officer at the MFA, a position he's held since May 1st? May 1st of this year, and is doing a magical work in that organization. And we're very grateful to have you on board with us. But we're now moving into the Pillar Awards, and you're going to explain those, right? There you go. Okay.
All right. This is not going to work. Okay, well, I'm excited to announce our newest award, which is recognizing exceptional members of our academic medical enterprise. This award was created by the committee, which is comprised of faculty and staff across both the MFA and SMHS, and it really recognizes those individuals that are helping to support one of our pillars and also our culture and its transformation as defined in the strategic plan. So I'm just going to ask the group in the audience, who has seen the movie Rocky? Raise your hand. If you're raising your hand for Rocky 5, that doesn't count. So there's a very famous scene in Rocky, and I've been trying to get my daughter to watch it for about the last year, and over the holiday break, we finally got her to succumb from watching musical theaters to something that had sports in it. And that scene is when Rocky's running through Philadelphia, and he's running down the road, and he's going really fast, but the city's trying to keep up with him, right? And he makes his way all the way to the steps in Philadelphia, and he gets to the top, and he does this, right? And he raises his arms. If it was filmed in DC, it would probably have been done at the Lincoln Memorial. So, but picture Philadelphia, right? And I think what's symbolic about that movie, it's such a celebration of the human spirit. And I think it really drew people to it. So when we think of these awards in the clinical pillar, we have so many heroes that really pull us along, and they raise the bar, and they show us what's possible. They don't see barriers. They see how to work through them or run through them, and they bring us with them. They truly do. And somebody said something to me very early in my healthcare career, and you've probably heard me say it before, but the people that work in healthcare and these heroes really give up parts of their life, and their personal sacrifices are so great. And when I think of this group of awardees, these are really people that they inspire us and they lift us, whether we're leaders or, we work anywhere within the organization. So we really want to celebrate them. Don't try to run up here and do anything crazy and fall, by the way, in the spirit of Rocky. So we want you to come forward. Dean Bass is going to call your name. We'll hand you a certificate. Please stay up here, and excited to celebrate this group. Thank you.
Okay, since we have 25 winners, we're going to take pictures individually this time, just because we can't do 25 at once. So come on up here and Chris will greet you and we'll give you the certificate and we'll take a quick picture. And really, I mean, these are remarkable people who really do elevate us all. First, Dr. Jeffrey Bethany, Professor of Microbiology, Immunology, and Tropical Medicine. Okay, moving on, Dr. Monica Bermeke. And she is the Associate Director of our Office of Student Professional Enrichment. Next is Mr. Justin Collum. He's our Senior Endpoint Engineer for GW MFA Information Systems and Technology. We know that's a piece of work. So thank you for, see here, there he is, good, yay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, next, Dr. James DeBritz, Director of Orthopedic Trauma at GW Hospital and the GW MFA and the School of Medicine and Health Sciences. Okay, Ms. Jasmine Duncan, Faculty Practice Plan Manager 2 in the Department of ER Medicine. Okay, next, Dr. Rohini Ganju, Associate Professor in Biomedical Laboratory Sciences. Okay, Dr. Andrew Garrett, Section Chief for Academic Emergency Health Operations, Associate Professor of Clinical and Research Leadership, and of Emergency Medicine and Global Health. I wish we could tell you what each and every one of these people does, because that's the sad part, is we just can't do that. We'd be here all night because they do so much. But I hope you'll look them up, go to the website, look them up, because they do extraordinary things, each and every one of these people. Next, Jessica Gelfarb, oncology social worker in the GW Cancer Center. And they are all in the program, so take the program with you so you can look them up, see all their good stuff. Okay, next, Dr. Deborah Didi Herman, who's our director of the Center for Faculty Excellence and assistant professor of physician assistant studies. Okay, next, Dr. Victoria Karachayeva. Yeah. Okay. Who's the director of our behavioral health services in the GW Resiliency and Wellbeing Center. Okay, next, Ms. Tanya Keys, Executive Director, Practice Operations, and the Director of Community Primary Care. Okay, next, Dr. Norman Lee, Professor of Pharmacology and Physiology and Biochemistry and Molecular Medicine. Okay, Mr. Khalil Nader, our nurse practitioner in immediate and primary care. Okay, Mr. Stephen Olowe, who's our SMHS web lead, communications and marketing, online strategy, user experience. Okay, Miss Helen Alumalua. She's our director of our SMH administration and operations and our Office of Resource Management and Operations. She keeps the building intact. Okay, Ms. Jillian Ong, Director of Information Security and CISO at the GWMFA and the IS&T Information Security. Dr. Siobhan Onoma, Internal Medicine Residency Director, Program Director, and Associate Professor of Medicine. Okay, Ms. Jacqueline Pryor, Administrative Manager, Department of Biochemistry and Molecular Medicine. Ms. Heather Richards, who can't be with us tonight, but she's the Associate Program Director of Clinical Education in the Department of Health, Human Function, and Rehabilitation Sciences. But Ms. Ashley Forbes is here to accept on her behalf. Is Dr. Carl Sardi here? Or Assistant Professor, there you are, okay, Assistant Professor of Dermatology, glad you could make it. Okay, Mr. John Schaefer, the Education Manager in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. Mr. Richard Slaughter, our EPIC Clinical Application Lead and Interim Manager, Department of IT Systems and Technology. Dr. Howard Straker. There he is, right there. Okay. Director of Physician Assistant, Master of Public Health Program, Associate Professor of Physician Studies and of Prevention and Community Health. And last but far from least, Dr. Anjali Talwalkar, Associate Director of Population and Community Health, Center for Population Health and Health Equity. It really is, I mean, that's that for the pillar group. But if you look at the diversity of talent, experience, service, qualities of people, I mean, it really, it's an extraordinary bunch. And it's something that we all should be very grateful to have, people we should be grateful to have in our community. And thank goodness we have many of them in our community, because there's a whole bunch of stuff there that only they can do. So, but it really is fabulous. And I really thank you all very much for your remarkable individual contributions to the greater good. You know, that's what keeps us going. So congratulations all and thank you. Okay, we're moving on to the final part of our program. I know we've been going on for a while here, but it's, you know, we got a lot to do. And this is really, this is one that celebrates our senior, now retiring faculty. I see a few already here in the audience. And, you know, these people really do distinguish our community in a remarkable way with their many years of service. I'm going to ask Dean Haywood to come back up on the stage to help me with this and to help read the citations. Again, we do have brief citations. There are longer citations available on our website. But I hope that you'll all take a chance to learn more about these remarkable individuals who've now decided to retire and move on to other happy pastures, I hope, you know, doing what they want to do. All right, Dean Haywood, you're up.
Now, these folks really deserve high honor and loud applause. This year, we welcomed 14 new emeriti faculty, and we are happy and pleased today to have 4 of them here with us this evening. The names of those who could not attend are in your program. Awardees, please come to the podium, take a picture with Dean Bass, and stay on the podium for a group picture. Thank you very much. First, we want to honor Dr. Stanley Knoll for his almost 30 years of exemplary service to the George Washington University, his contributions to the field of general surgery, and his formidable commitment to the education and mentorship of medical students and faculty. Hereby, Dr. Stanley Knoll is hereby granted the status of Clinical Professor Emeritus of Surgery, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Thank you. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Thank you.
Next, we want to honor Dr. Lisa Martin for her 15 years of dedicated service to the George Washington University, her contributions to women's cardiovascular health, her mentorship and support for the educational success of students, residents, and fellows, and her tireless advocacy for her patients. Dr. Lisa Martin is hereby granted the status of Associate Professor Emerita of Medicine, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. I'm not sure how we're doing this. So Stanley, you come over here. Oh. You go over there.
Don't get him again.
Dr. Sally Moody, for her more than 30-year career, during which she has been devoted to the education and mentorship of countless learners, her impressive scholarly accomplishments, and her loyal and substantive service to the George Washington University School of Medicine and Health Sciences. Dr. Sally Moody is hereby granted the status of Professor Emerita of Anatomy and Cell Biology, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. And last but certainly not least, Dr. Sylvia Silver, for her 45 years of immeasurable, important, and exceptional contributions to the academic, research enterprise, and administration of the GW School of Medicine and Health Sciences. Dr. Sylvia Silver is hereby granted the status, I'm getting emotional. She offered me a research thing when I was like a young faculty member here, so. She is hereby granted the status of Professor Emerita of Microbiology, Immunology, and Tropical Medicine, of Pathology, of Prevention and Community Health, and of Medicine, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
That's fun, you know? I've actually known Stanley since 1979, so I know it's more than 30 years. And he taught me a lot of stuff way back when. So thank you, Stanley, very much, Dr. Knoll, Professor Emerita, thank you very much. And Emeritus, thank you very much. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. I think it's really fun to kind of, you know, wallow in our riches at times. And this is kind of one of those nights when we got to do that. I want to congratulate everyone again, but I especially want to thank everyone who came out tonight for this celebration. And I hope you have a chance now to gather and mingle and be all prepared for what I know will be a very exciting bicentennial year. Don't forget it. And I don't know how many of you saw it, but at the bottom of that little video, there was a little banner at the bottom. Anybody see that? It said GW Medicine. We will very shortly, finally, relabel ourselves, rebrand ourselves as BW Medicine, thanks to all of the hard work that's gone on across our enterprise and really put our foot in the ground in a very visible way for what we are as a collective academic medical enterprise. And it's all because of what you all do every day. So thank you very much for that. Enjoy your evening. Congratulations again, and thanks for being here. And thanks you.
Big umbrella. I don't even see people. It's so hard for them. I know. See, my